Hello, true believers. This is Babbles Only. And as much as I avoid the drama as much as possible because I have a lot of things on my plate already, one of the things that the boss is getting upset at me about is shelves. Always asking me, not on a constant basis, because she knows if she needles me, I'll more likely procrastinate. I mean, this thing has been waiting for years and years, and then I find I was gonna do it this morning. I told myself, okay, I'm not gonna procrastinate anymore. I'm going to put up the shelves, finally get that thing off my to-do list. But I got sidetracked. You know why I got sidetracked? Because of this. Expat prepper sent this video to me or sent me a link of this video. So he wanted me to respond to it. And normally I pretty much pick and choose my battles. But apparently this is something that the people want, and me, I'm a people pleaser. So hold on. hold on. So I'm a people pleaser. So I said, fine. So I was chatting with Jim Bob this morning, and we were discussing the same subject. So I said, okay, well, here's what I'll do. I'll give it a proper response. And he said, if you do, I'll give you $20. And I said, consider it done. So I'm doing it right now. And why? I'll admit, I'm just a Facebook whore. Okay, I do it for views like everybody else. I'm not a hypocrite. I'll admit it. We get a certain people who do YouTube. We do it for attention. We get a rise out of the attention, just like Pavarotti. He likes to sing opera because he's addicted to the attention. So I'm just those are the one of the reasons why I do it. But of course, like with everything, there is a line, and there's these lines that are so defined you don't cross. And when they are crossed, there are repercussions for when you cross them. Just like brain dead, he crossed the line, and he has to face the consequences. There are consequences for all our actions when we cross the line. I know I crossed the line. I faced the consequences. I took care of it. But here with everything here in the Philippines, when you make a mistake, it will cost you uh, a lot of money, time, and emotional distress. And clear example is what I've been to recently. But as you could see, I'm still strong, I'm still standing, and I'm still vlogging. But other people who have crossed the line, like brain dead, as you could see from our last email, and I really don't want to get involved in drama, but it does, like, since I'm just a YouTube whore, I'm doing it for the views, and definitely doing it for the $20 because I need money like nobody's business, because everybody knows I've got expenses. So I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to get a better camera over here so I can vlog properly. So it wouldn't be so ghetto. That last video I did of my gameplay, the video quality was so horrible. But anyway, this resulted from Brain Dead's email. He sent me an email. He said that he has his minions, his followers. He has like this cult following, a bunch of fanatics. He even called them like NBI, PDI wannabes. And apparently, this is it. This is what he's talking about. His NBI, his cult followers this is the face of what. And the irony of it is, it even looks like him. I almost could swear that it is him. I mean, he's got probably better teeth and probably a better personality. But if you put him in a lineup, I would say these two exactly look like the same person. And I would be guilty of putting the wrong person in prison, if you ask me which one of these guys do you think is the suspect, and if you put him both this guy and Brain Dead in the lineup, then I would say they both look exactly the same. So as you could see, they kind of when people they like to follow other people that look like them. So this is kind of a form of nepotism. So as you can see, this is the typical, I'm not saying all white people are like this, but this is your typical white person. And it's for your safety. You need to assume that every white person is like this. I know that's racist, but it's something that just like not leaving your car unlocked in the middle of Detroit or something. You have to assume that all white people are like this, because if you don't, then you can get seriously hurt. And these people hurt every they pretty much damage anything around them. Don't do anything constructive, and that's probably why, because they can't do anything constructive, they have to resort to drama. And this is my response. So this is the people that report to Brain Dead every day. This is this is the poster child of what his followers are like. And to do a proper response is the only thing I could do is the best thing is probably like here. This is here. I'll do it here. Here we go. Report. This is probably the best response. So what is it? Hateful or abusive content. Here we go. Done. Choose one. Promotes hatred or violence. Good. Harmful or dangerous acts. Done. Wait, choose one. Pharmaceutical or drug abuse. Done. And here we go. Let's just do that. Let's just do pharmaceutical because easily by his looks and his appearance, he's got drug issues. Let's do that, and let's do a timestamp. Sorry if so. I just reported it as a serious drug issue. See, this is it. Don't do drugs. Promotes drugs. Promotes drugs. There, I'll do that. Promotes drugs. See, kids, don't do drugs, because if you do, you'll end up just like this. So here we go. Report. Thanks for reporting. Okay, close. And I don't like I said. I apparently when I was talking to Jim Bob, he told me he has the extensive history of these guys. He seems to have like a fight or a argument or some kind of disagreement with, here, let me move this back up, with this person named Frank. Okay. And obviously I have no idea who Frank is. I don't know what his claim to fame is. But I'll say I know nothing about him, because I'm pretty transparent. If there's something that I want you guys to know, or I know, I'll make a video about it. I mean, I made thousands and thousands of videos for the last 15 years. You would think that I've already said everything. I'm not saying anything that you already know. I'm pretty transparent as water, which is not something you could say, especially about Brain Dead. He has an image he has to portray, and then also, of course, there's also the reality, and this is his reality. Maybe this is like his real alter ego, which is not too far from the appearance, as you can see. I think they both take drugs also, I've been told, but it's just I don't know what kind of drugs they've taken. I'm sure somebody out there probably will know that they said on video they've taken drugs. I've never taken drugs. There's no reason. There's nothing to gain from it. I don't even smoke. And when people ask me in prison, if I smoke, and why I don't smoke, and I said, number one, it causes cancer. Why would I do something that causes cancer? Clearly, that's it says right there in the box, causes cancer. Okay, let me smoke it then. It's pretty much enough said. I mean, if you're talking about the thousands of dollars that people spend on smoking, and then it yellows your teeth, it gives you bad breath, it makes everybody else's close, and it makes people angry when you do it around them. So give me one reason why. Just the same thing. Give me one reason why I would know that person. And if I didn't make a video about it, then I don't know. Well, this one I do know, and I'm doing it just because Jim Bob gave me $20, and I said, done. I'll do it right now. Forget about the shelves. If somebody give me $20 right now to do the shelves, I'll do it right now also. like I said, I'm just like a cheap whore and I'll do it. So here is my proper response. This is your typical cult following. This is what, if you want to know what Ned's followers look like, why are they so, and why are they so angry? Okay, why are they so angry at me? And usually when I ask a question, you can probably tell me I already know the answer, but sometimes the answer is several answers, and one of them is it's like a multiple choice test. I've taken so many multiple choice tests over my lifetime. It always comes down to two, and one of them you can make arguments for both answers in a multiple choice test. I mean, that's how I got through life, or that's how I passed all my tests. You could always eliminate the one. Two are like so ridiculous. One is usually like politically incorrect. One is like so off, and then usually two of them are very big. And what I'll do is I'll sit there and I'll make arguments for both, and whichever answer is the best argument usually wins. And this is how I graduated and I passed all my tests. Of course. So why are they so angry? This one is so angry because of he's a cult follower of Brain Dead, and of course they don't want their idols to be brought down to a realistic level. They want to put him up on a pedestal. Why Brain Dead is dead? I mean, Brain Dead is dead. Why Brain Dead is angry? I guess the question is why he was always angry at me, and why these people are always angry at me. I could probably find the reason why is because I think about my own anger. So when you want to look for answers, the first person you have to look at is yourself. What makes me angry, and what makes Brain Dead angry? He even came on my live stream and said why he's so angry is because if you go out with girls again, he's gonna be upset again. He's gonna be angry, and I understand that. This is where I say to Brain Dead, I get it. I understand why you're angry, but why you're angry is not more of a function of what I'm doing. I'm just doing it not to hurt you. I'm just doing it to be happy and to make other people happy. And of course, that's going to make people angry because if they're not part of it, if they're in the outside looking in. So that's why he's so giddy. Because if you look at it in this situation, he came to the Philippines. You've got all these beautiful girls over here. I came to the same realization. It's like you got all these beautiful, pretty girls over here. Okay, and you can pretty much, but he has no way of accessing it. He doesn't know the secret. He doesn't know the sauce. And for me, there's no secret. All you have to do is all you have to do is take the reservation, and then after that, hold the reservation. It's pretty simple. But that's the problem, is the disconnect. Just like that Jerry Simon, I'll do a video on that. It's like anybody can take a reservation. You can have any information, but can you apply it? See, that's my secret. That's him. That's where a lot of these guys look at them is they don't have that. A lot of it. That's why I'm a big advocate of education, because education, after years and years, it'll force you to connect that. Okay, I have the information. Education forces you, not only you have it, you gotta freaking apply it. If you don't apply it, you're not gonna pass. You're not, and then this is the disconnect with these people, is they lack the training. Can you sit in class for hours? Can you sit there for years and years and learn this most what's the word I'm looking for here? The most the obsolete like how is this information ever going to be practical? Okay, that's what you always ask yourself. It never, but it forces you to. So that's why that's how I was trained. I go, we're gonna force feed you this information, and you're gonna have to apply it, whether you like it or not. The same thing I went through with organic chemistry. I can't do this stuff. I mean, I failed at that, obviously, but same thing with these guys is they lack that, and they lack that discipline, that connect that a formal education will give you. So you don't go to college or school or education to put. So when people say that, I don't need to go to college or uneducated or something. Well, some people don't need to go to college because they can do it. But then there's some people like me probably who need to. I don't know. I finished, so I can't say one more or another. But I didn't know enough to go to college and finish. So when you have these guys like this that are uneducated, then of course you give them as much information as want, and what really makes them angry is they can't apply it. They have no discipline to do it, so they end up just like this, with messed up teeth, bald, uh, all drugged up. And that's not liable. It's just look at him. Just this is res ipsa loquitur. It speaks for itself. Just based on his appearance, he's a drug addict. I don't know. Brain Dead will have to come. I think he admitted on his own live streams that he did take illegal drugs. Also, what those drugs are, I don't know. You can correct me if I'm wrong. These people are always welcome to my live streams. I live stream on a regular basis. It's for hours. If you really want to talk to me, if you really want to address me, then come to my live stream. But nobody does. And they prefer to do it this way. They prefer to go about it the roundabout way instead of doing it directly. So to wrap this up, this is the typical one. This is Brain Dead's followers that feed him. And the proper thing to do to address this is just make videos about Brain Dead, which I just did. And it'll just make them, if that's what people want to see, that's what part of the drama, that make them upset. I think he also has this argument with a person named Frank also, and they have this kind of rivalry going on between them. And let me tell you something about when it comes to cat fights. They're fun to watch, but you want to do it in the distance, and you never want to get in the middle of it if you don't want to get scratched. Okay, so they have their own cat fight. Then let them deal with it. I will. This is as far as I will go in terms of getting dragged in. I'll report it. I'll watch it from a distance. And even when he says, it's like he still towed the line when he was making this video. He knew that there were some lines he didn't cross. Even he knew better than Brain Dead, who clearly crossed too many lines. And this one, you can tell that he wanted to make this video because he was upset because of his idol was being brought down to a level that he didn't like. And like I said, I'm just doing these things to show the reality. And this is the reality. This is the face of the typical person that follows and likes and is the cult following of Brain Dead. So that's your response video. He'll probably like it that I did a video, but probably disappointed. I didn't do much than report. I didn't do much other than say that he's the face of what, and I did it because I got paid $20. So that's pretty much it. So anyway, thank you again, Jim Bob. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to apply it to. There's a lot of things that I want to make better video quality content. So the first thing I got to do is do something about this camera that I'm doing. But anyway, what else do I need to think? Oh, so why, I forgot, why is Brain Dead upset or angry at me? Because he can't make that. He came all the way here to the Philippines, and he ended up with just two girls. One was the first one he met online. He got too old, kicked her to the curb, didn't even bother fixing her teeth. Okay, and the sad part about it is his channel is the way it is now because of her. And what her benefits after she sacrificed her image, after she sacrificed herself, after she serviced him, after that, he kicked her to the curb after he was in. So as you could see, Brain Dead just uses him, abuses him after they get old, kicks him out. And the irony is, so he gets a second one, and then the second one traps him with a baby. And like I said already, let me tell you, I don't know about anything about Brain Dead's history. I wish he would tell me. Has he ever been divorced? Does he have kids? Oh, obviously, he's not with them. He's not with his family. He's not with his kids. But if he has kids, they're out there. Somebody else is buying them French fries, not him. So apparently now, he got trapped, and this is the reason. So he's trapped in a marriage that was forced on him because they had an accident. Obviously, it wasn't planned. Like all babies before marriage, they're not planned. So we got an accident. And I've said the reason why 100% of marriages fail, because you don't, the premise or the basis, you do it because of other reasons, not because of a baby. Because a baby compounds it. Well, I've had I've had babies. I've had to take care of them myself. I don't see any yayas in my videos. You know, it's just me and the boss taking care of our kids. Me constantly, whatever Hero needs with his school. I'm there on top of it. With his football, I'm there, and with other, and even with his gaming, I'm there also. I do it all myself. Versus, Hemi brought up that point, and I always say, don't have kids if you have to have other people take care of them, because it's not the same thing. They will, if you're lucky if you get a good one that will give them genuine love, but in this day and age, that's impossible. If they do it just for the money, then you'll just the baby will grow up with contempt. The same thing with I have, like, with my neighbor. I have this very rich neighbor that used to be the president of a major TV station here until they get their license pulled, and they have this big, huge mansion next door. It's two lots, like twice as big as my lot, and a house that's like 10 times bigger, and it's all for this dog. And this dog bites everybody. And the reason why is because of the contempt. They never visit the dog anymore. The owners never visit the dog anymore. I don't hear the helicopter visit anymore. But the point is, a dog bites everybody because it's alone in that house waiting for its owner, and it's all just filled with house help. And the house help is looking at that dog while the owners are not around with contempt, because this dog is living. You got this whole house. You got this whole uh, all this staff just for this dog, while their own family is starving and is living in squalor, just like this guy over here. So the point I'm saying with that is, if you have to get somebody else to do it, then don't do it, because then you're going to have a baby with contempt, and then there's other issues that come with that. But anyway, back to what I was saying, and why Braden Dead is angry because of that, because I was able to apply what I know. Well, what is it? There's a lot of beautiful girls over here. Well, then how do I want to interact with them? And I go, well, other people should interact with them. Okay, other people are not coming. Well, then I'll interact with them. And like I said, and people, of course, they'll use the age as a political issue. As over here in the Philippines, age is not they want to make everything political. But over here, when it comes to surviving, there is no politics over here when it comes to age. I mean, look at them. They're over age right now. They're still the same person. As you can see, but only is a long-term process. These guys don't understand that. These guys don't know that, because, like I said, they lack the discipline, the training, and the education. And everybody, so the girls are overage. It doesn't matter if they were 15, 10 years ago. Hell, even Brain Dead's baby's mama was a sperm when he was in high school. And the point I'm saying with that is, all girls get older. And look at Michelle. She got older also. She was 15 at the time, and now Brain Dead used her and kicked her out of the curve. So now they're let's say, because we have to be politically correct, as my complainants are 18 now. Now what? Is it okay for them to be a prostitute now that they're 18? For me, the answer is no. But for people like this, the answer is yeah, absolutely. Okay. Which is, you have to think of everything as holistic. That's why, I look at everything and I have to say, okay, let's stand back here. What is the long-term process here? What is there to gain? What is there? I just kind of look at things. It's very simple how everything breaks down. So that's the problem with Brain Dead, because I can continue going back to seeing, but I have to take into account, obviously I have to stay a couple of steps ahead, several steps ahead of the police now. And after I figured them out, this is all they want is just your credit cards, and that's a simple, easy fix, or your golf bags. So one of the things over here in the Philippines, there's like a golf course next to the national police station. Get this, a golf course. And they have this rule now. They even made this a rule that the police are not allowed to play golf during the week, because they should be doing their jobs instead of playing golf during the week. Obviously, they're going to continue playing golf during the week. But the point is, when it comes to golf, Hell, you need golf bags and you need golf clubs. And that's where the Koreans come in. The Koreans come here with their golf bags and their golf clubs, and that's where they get it from. How they get it from, you already know the process. But back to what we're saying here. So, of course, Brain Dead's going to be angry because now he came here to the Philippines. Look at all the women over here. And now he only got to be able with two. Well, me, it's pretty much unlimited. And how I can do it, it's pretty simple. And normally, I don't understand. You people are so, you don't want to make the connection. That's always been everybody's biggest problem with me, is from people and people like him, is they can't put, if there's something that you want, you got to you got to gather information, you got to apply it, which is drives these people mad because I make it so simple. How can I go when people say, I don't know how many times I get this comment. It's like, why does your wife let you do that? The answer is pretty simple. Okay. So normally, here, I'll simplify it for you guys again. Normally I go out on a meeting. I go out and meet a bunch of girls. Normally for you, if you come back, you'll find all your clothes, all your belongings out there on your front lawn. And you better hurry up before the automatic sprinklers come on. I think it was even in the song, right? You ever think everybody's doing that? For me, then why not? Why doesn't it happen to me? I remember the Christmas before I went into prison. The boss went to a Christmas party. I'll give you this example. Okay, it's all about applying, taking the knowledge, know what you know, taking what you know, because you know a lot of things. The problem is holding the reservation. Okay, so people are asking. I wasn't with the boss during Christmas. This is like supposed to be a family event. How come? Where's Bebot only? Where is he? How come he's not with the family? Oh, he's with one of his friends. Somebody from America came to visit, and he's spending time with them. All right, really? But and she said this is this, and he came with pasalubong. And really, what is this pasalubong? An iPhone. And they said iPhone. Tell him that not only he could take Christmas, he can have him for Christmas. He could also have him for New Year's and Thanksgiving. And that's just how that's how. Even though it's a joke, the point is, it doesn't take much to give me away. I said the boss, you can have him for an iPhone. She's just saying, I would rather have the iPhone than him for Christmas, is what she said. Okay. Because as you could, I already told you about women when it comes to their fashion, just like iPhone is a fashion. It's not a phone, it's a fashion. Okay. Just like their bags and shoes. If a house was on fire, I mean, this, everybody knows it. If a house was on fire, a woman has only two chances to save two things: her husband or her shoes or her bags. She'll get her bags and shoes. Simple. You know that. Okay. If you know that, could you apply it? Okay. They love their fashion more because a husband they can replace, but their fashion they can't. So they'll save because they're like, oh, I can always get another husband. That's a simple fact. Everybody knows that, but can you apply it? So I know that. Even Video Freedom says, take a negative and turn it into positive. See, I listen to you still, Video Freedom. I'm taking what I know. I said, okay, well, which one should you rather have? She'd rather have the fashion. Okay, so which one would you rather have, me or the fashion? I'll give her the fashion so I can do whatever I want. So with the iPhone, with the fashion, I'm able to go out and not come home and find my clothes on the sprinkle on the lawn for the sprinklers to come on. See, I'll give the people the information. It doesn't matter. You still don't know how to apply it. And maybe that's why I'm here. Maybe you need somebody like me to apply it. So if you want a wife, I mean, I've had several, as you can see, I don't even, I even deny it. Okay. Here, I'll leave this off when it comes to, let me talk about virgins. Okay. So I did a big video on virgins. Let me tell you something about virgins, especially Filipino virgins. About every virgin, a woman will never sell her virginity for money. Okay. She will only give you virginity to somebody she trusts. Okay. If she trusts you, and the problem here is the Jejimans are good at taking that, but they're using the trust to use them to scam them. That's why they're called dalanas. The point I'm saying here is, what's the advantage of, I mean, the worst sex in the world is with a virgin. I mean, I would rather have a dog fart in my face than have sex with a virgin. So if I do have sex with a virgin, it's not because there's anything I enjoy about it one way or another. you could almost argument if you want to have hot sex, do it with a single mom and pretend that you're going to be the baby's another baby's daddy forever instead of a virgin. But the point is, virgins become friends and they become lovers and they become wives and those are the loyal ones, not the ones that the Delanas, right? So the girls are overage now. So I remember in my one of my videos is that was a discussion that like, so the girls are always telling me their virginity, even though they're just doing it because they're hungry. There's a saying over here called salita gutom, which means hunger talk, which it means people will say anything to get you uh, to get what they want, and usually because of they're hungry, and the girls are always hungry. And I'm able to apply that also. I'm able to apply the information. And how to get a girl to earn your trust is it's very simple. Time. You have to be somebody like me. There's nothing easier than for people to trust then so when people give me their virginities or when people give me their relationships or when people give me their time or when people give me their money is because I'm able to make that connection, which is something these people will never be able to do, especially if you're a drug addict. When you're a drug addict, when you're taking drugs, it means you're just running away from the responsibility. So this is the analysis. It's not mad at me. It's actually mad at themselves, and they have to express that, and they have to direct it at people like me who they can't be because they can't. So brain dead comes over here. Now he's not going to be able to do whatever he wants. If he does, he'll have to do it behind her back, and that's going to become a problem. It's going to cause and another thing I probably want to say, I'll probably close this because I'm going to give this video to Jim Bob, or I'm going to upload this for him, is that his marriage, you have to go through this honeymoon stage, okay? And he didn't even have that. And then after the honeymoon, there's this adjustment process. It's different from like living with a girlfriend because there's no commitment there. Now, once the commitment, it's just a strain. And they just add a baby on top of that. That's a lot of work. And it just kind of exacerbates the issues. And that's why it always fails. That's why you never want to have a baby or you never want to get married because of a baby. And that's what he did. And this is where he fails. And this is where I become successful is I know that how can you have it all? Even if there's people like Brain Dead and his cult followers and even in the police. I deal and solve with the problem so we can continue what's important. Okay, what's important? Heroes, our health, the boss's health, heroes' health. I keep them healthy, and their education, and they're thriving. And if I could help other people do the same thing also, then I will, and which is what I'm doing with my skills, with my experiences, and that's what I do. I collect experiences and then I apply them and I share them with people who can't apply them or is not even here to apply them. And if this is what I have to do to increase views and this is what I have to do for $20, then you better then so be it. Like I said, I'm just a YouTube whore. So Jim Bob, I hope you appreciate this video. Thank you very much for your support. I could really use that $20. And if anybody else wants to contribute, if they want me to make content like this, like I said, I'm just a cheap whore. I'll do it for nothing. Anyway, I'll do it for views. Anyway, this is Babbles Only. This video is for Jim Bob. Thanks again for your support, and thanks for watching. This is Babbles Only.